Alright, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. In this video, we shall be doing some stuff. Some fun stuff. If all goes according to plan, this video should actually be entirely gameplay, which I'm pretty sure is completely new for this series. This area's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got a lot of items. It's also got a lot of traps, so be careful. There's holes that have leaves over them, so it, makes you want to, walk over them and then fall in. And a bunch of other stuff. You just want to go up here. And that's that. Now, this next area is probably one of my favorite areas in the entire game. It's probably the most fun thing that I remember from this game. Like, whenever I think of this game, I usually think of this part in particular, because it's a lot of fun. There are 3 enemies in this map, 2 guards and 1 dog. So, just kind of... You can either trank the guys right away, or when you're a little closer. Doesn't really matter. I'm really glad no one heard me knife that snake. Because usually people, when they hear the "Ugh" of me knifing something, they always go, "Huh? What was that noise? Whose footprints are these?" Because that happened a lot when I go to rescue Sokolov. I always try and knife the things that are underneath that building, and they always catch me. So if you go all the way to the left here, there's a hole in the electrified fence that you can go through, and that's pretty much your only way through. Our goal right now is to get onto the inside of that big wall that's in front of us right now. So that's one guy down. Okay, let's try and get this guy now. Hopefully we don't miss. Nope, we're doing pretty good. Now over here is an entrance into the wall. But I don't like using this way because there's a lot more guards to this side. So I'm just going to show off that it's here, and then we're going back. So you can see right off the bat there's a guard there already. So we're just going to turn back around. So now all we have to worry about is that dog. Now, if you equip a food item that you have and throw it, it will distract most dogs. And it'll just let you literally just run by it. And that's such a weird noise they make when they eat. It doesn't really make sense. And here is the way you are, or at least I like to get in here. Just walk right in. So right around this corner, there should be a guard here. We'll take him out, and then he will be the only one standing in our way, pretty much. The other 2 guards at the other side of the map aren't really a problem right now.
Speak. To the northeast. Answer me. In the armory.
He sure did give us some useful information. So we got that. That's always good to have new weapons. It's always good to have new stuff. So before we go in here, we want to change to the scientist outfit that Eva gave us. This is why I really like this section of the game. Because as you can see here, that guard just saw me and really didn't care. As long as a scientist doesn't see you, or at least another scientist doesn't see you, you are fine. The guards won't care because they just figure you're another scientist, even though you're wearing a bandana, because that makes sense. You know, he puts the glasses on but doesn't take the bandana off. Makes perfect sense. I don't know, there's something in one of these. Yeah, there we go. Oh, can't pick it up. Now, in this room there's a scientist and some items. We are going to wait for him to kind of go in between these two bookcases. Because, like I said, if he sees our face, he's going to know he's not one of us. And also, if you press the triangle button, it'll make Snake kind of adjust his glasses, which I think is really funny. So just as long as they don't see your face, you're fine. That should be your only problem. That, and also I've accidentally opened doors on guards before, and they see right through my disguise somehow. So, always watch out for guards behind doors. If we go down here, there's a camo, which is probably one of the funniest camos in the game, and it's definitely one that I've never found a use for. Up there is, well, I'll tell you where that is later, because we don't have any reason to go in there really now. Or really ever. Unless you're trying to escape from the guards. So here's what the face camo looks like. This right here, it's like a kabuki kind of thing. It's pretty funny. But like I said, I'll never really find a use for it. So we're just going to take a good old trip upstairs. Pretty much all the stuff I'm doing right now is optional. I could just go where I'm supposed to go right now, but I'm not going to because there's a lot of items to pick up in this area. I guess it's a lab. It's Dexter's lab. Now in here, there's a new camo we can get. You know, you can open up this here door, open up this door, oh, there's nothing in there. So it must be in this one. But we can't open it. What do? Punch it. And this is what this looks like. What that camo does is it makes enemies less likely to approach you in battle because you're so smelly. I'm not even kidding. It's one of those ridiculous ones that I would recommend using your second playthrough just to mess around. I forget if there's anything important in any of these. Now up here I believe is another camo. Yep, chocolate chip. You get a funny conversation if you call, I think, Sigint with that camo on. I'll show some of my favorite conversations with people like later on. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Nope, already been in there. Don't need to go in there. That guard doesn't care that one of the bathroom doors has been knocked off, you know, whatever. Also, while you're wearing this outfit, you can't use any weapons. You can use, I think, CQC, but you can't use any weapons. No, I don't think you can even use CQC. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Alright. I just cut ahead to some other time. But, I went back up to the room where I jumped down from and jumped down again because I wanted to know if there was anything else up there. There isn't. So, yeah. We're now down here in what looks like a holding cell area. Let's wait for that guy to go out the door, because, like I said, I've hit guards with doors before, and it's not a good thing at all. Man, I can't pick up, like, anything anymore. I don't know if that's good or bad. Again, I'm just making sure that the guard doesn't, you know, see me hit him with the door.
I want some more.
Come on, get in here so I can leave. There's a frog. If one of the guards sees you punch that, I think they'll actually be, like, alerted to you being not who they think you are. And that grate leads to where we were before, where we picked up the Oyama, face paint. And that's pretty much all that's down here. I think we might as well start heading to where we're supposed to go now. I don't know if the scientists can see through that window. That would suck, though. So this large open room is where you're wanting to go. And just go down the stairs. So if you don't need all the items, you can just come directly here. And I believe we are on the other side of where we were just before. Yeah, that's where we were just before. And in this little guard station is a really useful item that is a lot of fun to use. Let's wait for this guy to get out, and then we'll actually test it out on him. Cigarette spray gas. It's a lot of fun to use. Let's just equip that and test it out. Yep, pretty much works just as knockout gas, and it's amazing. It's really useful for if you want to get up close to someone and knock them out instead of using a tranquilizer gun. I'm not sure if it works on bosses, though. I'd have to test that out, but I'm assuming no. And yeah, there's a magazine that says Metal Gear Solid 3, and all of them say it. It's pretty neat. I think it's stuff like Electronic Gaming Monthly, which doesn't exist anymore, and Game Informer. So knock this guy out too. And here's another cool weapon, Knockout Handkerchief. If you CQC someone and you have it equipped, you'll knock them out immediately, which I think is pretty neat. You can also just go up to someone and wave it in their face and it'll knock them out. I'll show off more uses for it later instead of just telling you. And then there's that, I have no idea what that means. And another frog. I haven't talked about this, but in the 3DS version, those frogs were replaced by Yoshis, which I think is really cool. Now this part you gotta be kind of sneaky with, because obviously if the scientists see you, your whole cover's blown. It's harder to come out than go in.